Hello friends, welcome to UPSC Logics, and in this video we shall cover all the polity questions from the year 2012 to 2016 that have appeared in the UPPCS exams, and this video has been done in a one-liner format, is in English. So without wasting any time, let's begin. A money bill passed by Lok Sabha is deemed to have passed by Rajya Sabha also when no action is taken by the Rajya Sabha within 14 days. The constitutional authority vested with the power of declaring caste and scheduled tribes is with the President of India. The Supreme Court of India enunciated the doctrine of basic structure of the Constitution in the Keshwanandan Bharti case 1973. A resolution passed under Clause 1 of Article 249 shall remain in force for a period not exceeding 1 year. The Sarkaria Commission was set up for the review of relations between the centre and the states. Internal Security Academy is located at Mount Abu. The State Finance Commission is a constitutional body under which article of the Indian Constitution the Parliament can make laws on state-list subjects for giving effect to international agreements. It is Article 253. Under which article of the Indian Constitution there is a provision for Election Commission. It is Article 324. Reservation of seats in Panchayat elections for scheduled castes shall not apply to the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Who among the following is authorized to make provisions with respect to the composition of panchayats? It is the governor of the state. Which part of the constitution has the provision for Panchayati Raj? It is part 9. Which one of the following articles of the constitution provides that the speaker shall have and exercise a casting vote in case of equality of votes? It is Article 100. Who can legislate on the subjects which are not included in any of the list of subjects given in the Constitution? It is the Union Parliament. In the absence of President of India, if Vice President is not available, who of the following can act as a President? It is the Chief Justice of India. Read the following and select the answer from the code given below. Assertion: the National Human Rights Commission is to be headed by a person who has been a former Chief Justice of India. The chairperson of NHRC holds office for a term of 5 years or till he attains the age of 70 years, whichever is earlier. Both A and R true. Consider the following statements and select the correct answer from the code given below. Assertion: State Finance Commission is a constitutional body. Union Finance Commission cannot recommend financial assistance to panchayats. A is true but R is false. Consider the following statements and select the correct answer from the code given below. State Election Commission is a constitutional authority. Election to rural local bodies are overseen by the Election Commission of India. Definitely reason is wrong. A is true but R is false. Which of the following writs can be issued by the High Court to secure liberty of an individual? It is habeas corpus. Consider the following statement and select the correct answer from the code given below. Assertion: India has a written constitution. Reason: growth of strong regional parties is an indicator of regional aspirations. Both are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. The joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha under Article 108 is summoned by the President. Which of the following fundamental rights under the Constitution is guaranteed only to citizens of India and not to foreigners living in India? It is freedom of speech and expression. Which of the following cases outlined the basic structure of the Indian Constitution? It was the Keshwanandan Bharti case versus Kerala State, and this question has been repeated. Under which of the following articles the procedure for removal of the President of India through the process of impeachment has been laid down? It is Article 61. Which of the following is not a federal feature of the Indian Constitution? It is single citizenship. In which of the following states was the office of Lokayukt first established? It was Maharashtra. By which constitutional amendment the number of central ministers has been limited to 15% of the total number of members of the Lok Sabha. It was the 91st Amendment. The right to vote in India is a constitutional right. The provision for representation of Anglo-Indian community in the Lok Sabha has been made in the Constitution under Article 331. The Indian Parliament consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the President. The executive power of the Union vests in the President. Which among the following now decide the oil prices in India? It is the oil companies that decide the oil prices. Anushakti Vidyut Nigam Limited is a joint venture of the Nuclear Power Corporation of India and NTPC. Which among the following makes recommendation regarding fixing of minimum support prices for various crops? It is the CACP or the Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. Time of 0 hour in Parliament is 12 noon to 1 p.m. Who amongst the following are not included in the Electoral College of the election of President of India? It is the elected members of the Legislative Council of the states. 11th schedule of the Constitution of India is related to Panchayati Raj. Which one of the following statement is true about right to information? It is a constitutional right. While deciding any question relating the disqualification of a member of parliament, the President shall obtain the opinion of Election Commission of India. Who among the following was a member of Lok Sabha during his prime ministership? It was Chandrasekhar. Who among the following was the chairman of the 4th State Finance Commission of Uttar Pradesh? It was Atul Gupta. Which one of the following statements about the State Finance Commission is true? It is a constitutional body. Who among the following was the first tribal speaker of Lok Sabha? It was P.A. Sangma. The appointment of a governor in a state is made as per the provisions in the Constitution under Article 155. Who among the following is considered to be the father of local self-governance in India? It was Lord Ripon. Choose the correct answer using the code given below. Assertion. Under Article 368, the Parliament can amend any part of the Constitution. The Parliament is the supreme legislative body elected by the people of India. Both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct explanation of A. And this particular clause in regards to Article 368, it was done through the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1976. Article 40 of the Constitution of India advises the state to work for organization of village panchayats. Who among the following constitutes Finance Commission to review the financial position of panchayats, the governor of the concerned state? Which of the following articles cannot be suspended during the national emergency? It is Article 20 and 21. Who among the following shall have the right of audience in all courts in the territory of India in performance of his duties? It is the Attorney General. Choose the correct answer using the code given below. Assertion. The Constitution of India has become the longest one. Reason. The chapter on fundamental rights has been borrowed from the model of American Constitution. Both are correct, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Which one of the following is not related to Union-State relations in India? It is the Inderjeet Gupta Committee. The idea of preamble has been borrowed in Indian Constitution from the Constitution of United States of America. In which article of Indian Constitution provision for fundamental duties has been made by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act? And this has been done by Article 51A, Part 4, Swansingh Committee. In which of the following cases the Supreme Court observed that Central Bureau of Investigation is a caged parrot? This was the Colgate scam case. The Planning Commission has been abolished by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. National Voters' Day is celebrated on the 25th January. Which one of the following features of citizenship in India is correct? Single citizenship for whole of India. The election commissioner can be removed by the president on the recommendation of the chief election commissioner. A judge of the Supreme Court may resign his office by writing a letter to the president. Which of the following are correct about the Rajya Sabha? It is not subject to dissolution. One third of its members retire after every 2 years. The parliament in India consists of President, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. This question again has been repeated. Who nominates the chairman of the Public Accounts Committee of the Indian Parliament? It is the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. The financial relation between the union government and the states have been discussed under Article 268 to 281. The constitutional advisor to the Constituent Assembly was B.N. Rao. Which one of the following is not a constitutional body? The Planning Commission. At least how many days of prior notice is required for the impeachment of the President of India? It is 14 days. Which one of the following articles directs state governments to organize village panchayats? Article 40, Gandhian Principle, Directive Principles of State Policy. Which one of the following committees is not connected with Panchayati Raj institution? It is PVN Rao Committee. Who among the following shall preside over a joint sitting of the two houses of the parliament? It is the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. In case Speaker is not available, then it is the Deputy Speaker. In case Deputy Speaker is not there, then Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. And the Chairman, of course, is not an elected member, which of course is the Vice President of India. Therefore, he does not preside over the joint sitting of the two houses. A political party is recognized as a regional party if it gets 6% in the state, either in Lok Sabha or Assembly election. Identify the correct chronological order in which the following states were created in India from the codes given below: Andhra Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, and Sikkim. So the correct code is Andhra Pradesh, which was formed on the basis of linguistic. Then comes Haryana, then comes Himachal Pradesh, and last is Sikkim. How many members may be nominated by the President from the Anglo-Indian community if he is of opinion that the community is not adequately represented in the House of People, which of course is the Lok Sabha? It is 2. Under which one of the following articles of the Indian Constitution provisions of creation or abolition of legislative councils in states are made? It is Article 169. Provision for appointment of National Commission for Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes has been made in the Constitution under Article 338 and 338A. The total number of members of Uttar Pradesh Legislative Council is 100. Provisions for the representation of Anglo-Indian community in Lok Sabha has been made in the Constitution under Article 331. Who was the chairman of the committee that proposed democratic decentralization and Panchayati Raj? It was the Balwant Rai Mehta committee. The members of Panchayat Samiti are directly elected by the people. Which one of the following is not a tax duty levied by the Government of India? It is a toll tax. Which one of the following is not a constitutional body? The Planning Commission. The question has been repeated. The Right to Information Act of Parliament received the assent of the President of India on 15 June 2005. The Secretariat building of which state is known as Writers Building, West Bengal? The system of proportional representation as an electoral mechanism ensures representation of minorities. The policy of liberalization, privatization and globalization was announced as a new economic policy by Prime Minister Narasimha Rao. Which part of our constitution envisage a three-tier system of panchayat? It is part 9, and this question again has been repeated. Indian Parliament consists of President and both the houses. The joint sitting of House of People and the Council of States is summoned by the President. Money bill is introduced in the Lok Sabha. Who of the following president is associated with the trade union movement? It was V.V. Giri. State governor is appointed by the President of India. The Parliament of India can legislate on a subject in the state list if the Rajya Sabha passes a resolution by two-thirds of its majority to legislate on a state matter in the national interest. The Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to which of the following? Lok Sabha. Again, this question has been repeated. No money bill can be introduced in the Legislative Assembly of a state except on the recommendation of the Governor of the state. Among the following elects the Vice President, I'm sorry guys, among the following, who elects the Vice President of India, members of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha? The Council of Ministers has to resign if a no confidence motion is passed by the majority of members of the Lok Sabha. The Office of Comptroller Auditor General of India was created by the Constitution. What is the tenure of Chief Election Commissioner of India? It is 6 years or 65 years of age, whichever is earlier. Fundamental duties were included in the Constitution of India on the recommendation of Swan Singh Committee. Who has the right under the Constitution to seek the opinion of the Supreme Court on question of law? It is the President. Which of the following are constitutional authorities? State Election Commission, number 2 Finance Commission, number 3 Chief Electoral Officer, number 4 Panchayats. So we have to select the correct code, and all the four are correct. Which among the following functions as coordinator between the Planning Commission and the state government? It is the National Development Council. In which of the following cases Supreme Court has held that the preamble forms part of the Constitution? It was Bomae versus Union of India. In which of the following state was Panchayati Raj introduced for the first time? It was Rajasthan. The number of seats reserved for women in Panchayati Raj institutions in Uttar Pradesh is one-third of the total seats. In which of the following years the Unorganized Workers Social Security Act was passed? 2008. The minimum number of judges of a Supreme Court required for hearing any case involving interpretation of the Constitution is 7. In which of the following cases Supreme Court held that fundamental rights enable a man to chalk out his own life in the manner he likes best? It was Golaknath versus State of Punjab. The Tendulkar Committee has estimated that in India, the percentage of population below poverty line is 37.2%. So guys, this brings us to the end of this video, and these were the questions that have appeared from the year 2012 to 2016 in the UPPSC exam. As you can see, the questions are very basic in nature, and not a very deep knowledge of the Constitution is required to solve these questions. In fact, if you have been watching the UPPSC Special series, you'll be able to crack most of the questions from this particular video. So guys, do like and subscribe to this channel if you are a new person watching. If you are an old subscriber and you haven't pressed the bell icon as yet, do so for new notifications on new videos from UPSC Logics. Thank you so much for watching, and Jai Hind.